Hello friends, it's Funky Play Brothers, and please remember to subscribe to our YouTube. And today we're reading He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Tales of Eternia, a Netflix animated series, Lost in the Void, written by Liselle Sambury, Book 3, Chapter 16! Chapter 16. Teela zoomed forward on the sky sled to the sounds of hisses trailing behind them. She thought that they would be safe in the air, but apparently these snakes were also very accomplished at jumping. One leap at the back of the bike and latched on to the end, throwing them off course. She tried to shake it off, but it wasn't exactly easy between the lack of control from their unwanted guest and Adam screaming in her ear. "Push it off," she shouted, turning back. Adam looked at her incredulous. "With my hands," he gestured to the creature that was snapping at him with wicked sharp fangs. "Kick it." He did an experimental kick. That was really more him shankily stretching out his foot than barely came near the monster. Teela sighed and let go of the controls momentarily to shoot a spell at the snake that blasted it off the back. "You should have just done that in the first place," Adam muttered. She grit her teeth. "I was trying not to waste magic. If she'd had her sorceress powers, she could have just gotten rid of the snakes, but that clearly wasn't going to happen. Even then, the masters just combine and get bigger, and how much of that could she actually handle on her own?" She revved the sled and forced it to move faster, but the snakes weren't giving up. On the ground, they were keeping up with the speed and kept jumping at them. She swerved left and right to try to avoid them, the hiss and growl were growing louder in her ears. This wouldn't work. They couldn't run from them forever. "Any ideas?" Teela shouted back at Adam. "Hide, of course." Teela's eyes darted around until she saw a moss-covered tunnel that was just narrow enough to fit them, but not the snakes. She turned the sled straight for it, taking it as fast as she could go, and leaning low. The entrance was looking more and more narrow, and what she had been 100% sure that could fit through from afar, or she was less certain about the closer they got. "We're not going to fit," Adam shouted. "We'll be fine," she said. Probably. The tunnel got closer and closer, and there was no way to pull back now. They both leaned down. Either they were going to get through, or they were going to be caught by the snakes behind them. Closer, closer, almost there. "We're gonna die," Adam screamed, but just as they zoomed into the tunnel, both of them were nearly pressed flat against the sled, but they made it. On the other end, Teela looked back and saw the snakes stuck in the tunnel, hissing and snapping their massive jaws. She grinned. That'll hold them for a bit. She turned to Adam. "Now, what's a good hiding spot? One where no one will see your shoes poking out." Adam flushed but pointed where to go. He led her to a waterfall that he instructed her to go through. She gave him a skeptical look, but listened and barreled into the water. Both of them got soaked, but in happier news, there was a cave on the other side. She looked over at Adam, who sighed, pulling his shirt away from his body, trying to wring out the water. Teela cast a spell to dry their clothes. He jerked his head up in surprise. "Oh, thanks. Wow, that magic is pretty handy. It tends to be useful." He collapsed onto the ground with a loud exhale. What were those things? "You've never seen them?" Teela said, not hiding the shock in her voice. She thought Adam would be used to being chased by Skeletor's snake servants. He shook his head. "No." The world Skeletor had lost Adam, so wouldn't he have pursued the boy to the end of the earth to get rid of him? That seemed to be the way he was in their world, and he'd only been delayed by the fact that he didn't have all the power he wanted. But in this world, he seemed to have gotten it all right away. So why not get rid of this threat? Then again, she watched Adam get up to retrieve his blanket at the other end of the cave, trip on the stray rock, and fall again. This Adam wasn't exactly a threat. The Adam in her world had actively ruined Skeletor's plans. But this one, he was pretty much harmless, as far as she could see. He probably hadn't been worth bothering with all this time, but now it seemed Skeletor was tying up loose ends. It was just her luck that this was also the time when she'd come to this world. Are they going to come back? Adam said, looking up at her as he wrapped a blanket around his shoulders. She nodded likely. He deflated, hunching his shoulders and staring at the floor. Tila didn't get it. Elder should have helped Adam. Now, that's how it happened in her world. But this one, for some reason, the Guardian hadn't intervened. What if she didn't even exist here? What then? She shook her head. Whether Eldris was here or not wasn't the issue. This Adam had gotten the sword of power, which was probably why Tila couldn't become sorceress, which meant that they would have to get the sword to Adam first. Once they had the power, they could use it to send the world Skeletor packing. And then she could hopefully portal home. She said, I think we should try and get it in contact with your dad. You may know where Skeletor's keeping the Sword of Power. Adam's eyes went wide. My dad? Yes, he's being kept in the castle dungeon. I think I can break us in. He's alive? Adam shot to his feet. His eyes locked on her. Yes. You didn't know? The woman in the tribal village said he was brought out on public holiday. Adam had been in hiding this entire time, not even making contact with other people. He probably assumed the worst. He's alive. Adam fell to his knees. Tila nodded and walked over to him. He's alive and we're going to save him. And that's the end of chapter 16. So, friends, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow us on our social media, Funky Play Bros, Funky Play Brothers. Support our vlog at cashapp, $, Funky Play Brothers. Thanks for watching. Bye.